Are we live yet? YouTube. Hello. Looks live. Hello everyone. Welcome back. Why back? Welcome. Hello archive viewers, most likely. Welcome back, or welcome back to another Gwent Arena run, because reasons. So I mentioned last stream that maybe I was gonna play another game. I decided that I wouldn't start another game until after the midterms, which are next weekend. We'll see next week if I start something else. I have a feeling that not really, because this game gets an expansion out next week. So, we'll see. Also, slightly alcoholic today. I'm drinking a beer. I'm not enough to be drunk, but you know. It's worth noting. It's also worth another thing to mention is that that also means I'm definitely gonna need a bathroom at some point. Those are not great choices. This sounds like a great choice, but it actually isn't. Best case in round 3 is gonna be worth 5 points. And you might tell me, but this is also kind of worth. Yeah, maybe. We're gonna pick this and hope we get some good syndicate cards. If we don't, we're in a bit of trouble. Okay, syndicate cards, they're not quite good. They don't make use of the ability at all. I mean, this one does, but I don't care. It kinda sucks, to be honest. I think you just... fine, let's take Kurt. Kurt is utility and Swears is just good. In most cases. Okay, 20, Cavalry, Trident, Blue Stripes, Northern Wind. It's either Trident or Northern Wind. I'm gonna go with Trident. So one of the common syndicate spenders is the Blacksmith. Blacksmith pairs super well with Trident. That's kind of a meme. That's definitely a meme. That sucks. Prince Dennis. Solid 8. Shield Maiden. This is the best one here. Not that it's good, but you know. Oh. It does count as a syndicate card. I mean, I get 5 points on it with my leader, right? Still don't really have a spender, but this gives my leader 5 points if I use my leader while she's there. Damage unit, yeah, no, that sucks. Royal Guards. I don't really do self-damage so far. I'm not convinced that I'm going to, so Hemi Protector isn't exactly the thing. Ironically, I'm gonna do self-damage now because I picked the Endrega. It's not a larva. I'm used to Endregas being larvas, but that's you know, that's in the real game where the only Endrega you pick is Endrega larva. Sorry, what? Murktabraki, Enraged Ifrit. This is better. More chances to get a kill with it than Murktabraki. It's the same amount of damage, but Murktabraki splits it in 2. Funny. I don't need consumes right now. It's either Dryad Matron or Minor. This gets me a 5 guaranteed. Could get more than 6. This is 6 if the order goes through. I'm gonna go with Matron. Gee. It's a spender! Wow, I'll take him. Because you're not guaranteed to get another spender. Well, this is also a spender, technically. Alright, we have 2 spenders. But this is a spender that spends 1 coin per turn only. Like, you can't do more. Used, consume, Wagenberg. I don't have any synergy with Wagenberg so far, and we're almost at half, so I don't know about that. If you don't have synergy with it, it's just 3 points. It's awful. Play a Bronze Northern Realm cards. That might yet be the best here. Sure, why not? Another Trident? I don't have that much buffing. I mean, there's this guy. Boost or heal. Hawkeye Healer might be interesting with this, but I think I'm gonna go with the Savage Bear. Savage Bear is pretty solid. My cursor is on Hjalmar. Not on this dude. So this is a spender. It's a decent spender. It's not buffing, you know, but oh hey, both Unicorn and Chironix. If you get both of them, you got a pretty good combo. But I doubt we're gonna get that. I don't really have big boys either, so this is not really impressive. I'm gonna go with the spender. Seems like a solid plan. I don't really spawn ones. I spawn twos here, but meh. I was just thinking if I want the Griffin. I don't think I do. So what? The Derlani? The Bruxa? This is a meme and I don't want it. Derlan, Bruxa, Derlan, Bruxa. I'm gonna go with the Thrive Engine. Probably dies, but whatever. Where do you spawn? One or more units. Boost self by 1. What spawns other than this guy? Nothing in my current roster. I mean, this does, but, you know. I think I'll just take the 7, thank you very much. It's a risky 7, but it's a 7. Death Wish, no. I don't have anything to trigger the Death Wish. Shuffle a card from your hand into your deck, then draw a card. 4 points and a mulligan. Meh. Neckers, which, you know, just die. Whatever, let's go for it. Another Brain that I didn't take the first time. I don't know if I take it this time either. Another Sabrina as well. I think I just go for Nivellin, right? I don't get that much Bloodthirst. Not reliably anyway, so that's not really great. With the Andrega, I can trigger the Glevisig reliably. That's about it though, the rest of my damage is bleeding. Oh wait, there's this, but you don't want to use that on Glevisig, obviously. I think I'll just take the Nivellin. We're seeing some cards. This works well with our leader. It's pretty nice. Oh my. Oh my. What are bronzes? Northern Wind. So TK is going to be Northern Wind or something the opponent has. Ramon doesn't get much of anything. Regis, Higher Vampire, or Leo Bunhart. The thing I don't like about Leo, and Geralt of Rivia for that matter, is they brick. It feels really bad to play a 3-point Leo. Just terrible. The Triss is guaranteed to be 8, but that's... Actually, it's not. It depends. If the other guy has a lot of trash bronze specials. And then this never gets through. I don't have defenders or anything. I'm not sure this gets through ever. Whatever. We'll get the feel bad when we play a 3-point card. Let's go. Arcane kind of works. See, you have the Bruxa, you have the Savage Bear. I'm not too thrilled about it. Otherwise, it's a 7. It's a 7 that stops us from picking like Shupa Rodea if we get it here. It's not particularly likely that we do, but also looking at this, the gold to bronze ratio is kind of meh at the moment, isn't it? Arcane, let's just try that. Let's try to make the Garcane work. I mean, I can use the tribute, I guess. Sometimes that's worth, sometimes it's a waste of time. I don't have that much self-buffing, so this is not that interesting. Poison, let's just take this. At least we can use it sometimes. I don't quite have enough with just my leader to trigger his thing, but other people give profit on my roster, so we might. Sure. Oh man, a Witcher. I could kill that with could kill that with Leo. It's gonna be a 5-point brick instead of a 3-point brick. Pog. Value. Willig, I guess. I already have a Kurt, I don't want another. Kurt is already not particularly useful. Do you think we get both Barsodis? I don't really have Lux, do I? I have Kurt. I don't think the combo would be ever worth it. So this is just value, and this is another spender that gives profit too, I guess. I don't know. This plays for 6, this plays for 6 plus a lot of bleed. But this is a spender. Yeah, fine. I think I have too many spenders, not enough like actual stuff to do with money. Hello, Vasisht. I don't know about this deck. This deck feels like a loss, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Poor FN Infantry, PFI. That was the image we were seeing.
Unleash the squall! Attack!
What do we do here? YouTube not told me you was live, so lol. YouTube doesn't do that. I don't know how to get it to do that then. I don't know, honestly. I'm new to YouTube streaming. Like I haven't been streaming much, but I also just haven't watched streams much either. It's just completely new to me as a concept. Anyway, we're trying. I'll have to try and look into how you guys get. I mean, it's all good. Sure, it's especially all good because you still made it, right? And you made it reasonably fast. I didn't even have time to finish a draft before you got here, but it's still annoying that y'all want to have a notification for and you're not getting it. Sure, maybe it's YouTube's fault, or maybe I have to check a box somewhere to tell it, go send a notification. You'd think it would be automatic. You'd think YouTube wants it to be automatic. But maybe it's not. Who knows? Try them, by the way. Bum, 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 bum. I think I'm gonna use this guy in this round. Give a couple of vitality to the trident. Hi home, so I normally use YouTube to watch stuff, so I saw you live. Yeah, I suspect that's what keeps happening, eh? See, so I'm gonna give vitality to the trident, and then the trident's gonna ping the goddamn armor, because of course it will. Why wouldn't it?
The Academy's bureaucracy impedes progress.
I have it set for all, so it should say when you're live. I would assume so as well, but it didn't this time. I don't know. Oh, god damn it! He had enough damage. Well, there goes our boosty boost, boys. The trident strategy is off. Gonna have to find something. I clicked on the button. Gotta find something else. Maybe I should have rolled, actually. I should have rolled the runestone, try to find another one. I mean, the vitality's lost, and I don't think I want to use leader charges, but it's there. I don't think I need... Let me just look at my spenders. That's 2 at a time. Oh, that's 1 at a time. Okay, we're fine. Because I was thinking maybe I use a leader charge. Right? Most of this is shite. That's like 4. Nothing uses charges, right? No. Nothing's a 5, so I don't trigger the thrives either. I'll just take the engine. But the engine's gonna hit the armor. You just know it. I'm the luckiest man alive right now. How are you? You've been good? I've been a little swamped by putting together a website. I was talking about that last time. I had a website put together for university. Mostly done right now, which is why I allowed myself to stream again. I'm feeling somewhat relieved. I'm drinking a beer to celebrate it. I don't drink much alcohol, but I decided to drink some right now. Felt like a appropriate thing to do. I'm just gonna pass. I don't think I have a hand that does much of anything. What? That's where you're supposed to win the round, Mr. Sir. I don't know why he just passed. Seems weird. I'm gonna kick that because I already have a lot of damage in my hand. I don't need that much. I prefer this spender over this one. Okay, I guess. I don't have much in the way of proactive plays, do I? Hopefully he doesn't kill it. Yeah, no, I've been alright. I'm feeling a little relieved. Over the weekend I was doing my website, and there's one thing that I just spent probably around 3 to 4 hours trying to figure out that, because it wouldn't work. And of course it was a dumb typo somewhere, but just go hunt the frickin' typo everywhere in your HTML and JavaScript and stuff, and it's just ugh, it's annoying. So we play here. Is the we absolutely play here. We bleed him, especially for all the bad cards we have, because we don't lose. We cannot lose last say because he passed on equal. He gave us. He lost a round on even. He had the same amount of cards in his hand that we do. So every time we play a card, he has to play a card. Otherwise, he's just going to lose the round. And our hand is shite, so we can spend a lot of shite, and hopefully he has to spend good stuff like Katakan. See? He played a Katakan and a botchling to make sure that he doesn't lose. When I just played these two little critters that don't do shit. It's amazing. I guess Bleed is a good deck. Well, this is Arena. It's not designed around any specific strategy. If you want to do a bleeding deck in the real game, you would go for monsters. Monsters have a leader that outright gives bleeding and stuff. It has 3 charges to give 3 bleeding. It spawns in a Chimera, which is these things when it's done, and you play it with Oriana, which boosts herself. At the end of your turn, boosts yourself by the amount of bleeding enemies on the other side. Bleed can be good, but in this case it's mostly bleeding in the terms of I'm making him use cards. I'm bleeding his cards away. I'm almost done. We're gonna play Stennis. We're gonna see if we... He probably plays enough to stay ahead. He needs to stay ahead, by the way. Otherwise he's gonna be a card down on top of everything, on top of every other problem he has. Oh, that's a decent card. he just gave us a pass like the fool he is. So he's gonna be a card down, and he used Queen of the Night, Botchling, and Katakan. We are pretty happy with that. He can't pass here. He needs to play another card. So he's gonna have one less card to play against us. And we have double essay. There are 2 cards that we play that he doesn't get to answer in any way. We don't have a good deck though, so those are advantages that we're gonna need to win. I wonder what he's gonna play too. If he's out of terrible cards, he's gonna play another great card. That's gonna be fantastic. Very worth. So that's why, by the way, oh, that's a 6-point card. It's not the best. Yeah, well. So the bleed was successful. I even, kept the 2 cards. The double last say. I have a hard time speaking, it seems. So, see, this is one of the last cards I play because I can just play it and it's going to survive. He can't kill it. He can't do anything about it. That would be also a good final card. What do we want? Leo is possibly a brick, possibly great. It's part of the reason I hate that card. I think we just keep this. We hope that one of these 2 survives, and then we play these 2 last, get our own charges, and then... yeah, something like that. I think that works. So let's play. So we can just play these 2. We don't have to do anything to make sure they survive.
I shall do as you command.
That's a sire? The sire is fancy, I should say. Let's profit 4. I'm a little greedy. Let's see if he survives. I doubt it, but maybe. Maybe he locks it. I don't know. If he survives, I'm gonna play Bincy and I'm gonna... I mean, luck is fine because I can purify. Do you kill it, maybe, sir? I don't know. If he can't kill that, then I'm just gonna play Bensi and I'm gonna boost her by 2. And that's a super greedy play, but that means she gets boosted by 4 more by just the Grand Inquisitor's profit. It's super greedy, but because he couldn't deal with Horst, I don't think he's gonna be able to deal with Bensi either. It's a gamble. I don't know why he's using that now, but okay. Oh, that's why. That's the wrong target. But he couldn't kill Bensi anyway, so it's fine. Whoops. I think we just do something like this. Hop. Play your cards, Mr. Sir. Then we play the Townsfolk, and then we play Helvide, unopposed. No! He did have something to deal with it. My greed got punished. Well, hopefully we won't lose. Thankfully we don't lose, but I was getting greedy though. Almost punished. GG, Mr. Sir. Just don't pass in round 1 when you're supposed to just win the round. Maybe he didn't. Maybe he couldn't do it before he was down to 4 cards. Right. If he couldn't win the round without going under 4 cards, then it makes sense to pass when he did. But that just means he was too greedy pushing me in round 1. If that's the case. It's possible, but he'd have to have the worst hand ever. So between Binsi and the townsfolk and people, we can make use of our leader. But good luck getting them to stick, right? You need to put them down, they need to survive, and then you start buffing them, and then the other guy needs to not have tall removal.
You'll join in your blood. Onward!
It's unlikely to happen. That's a good leader. Not like mine. That's a hand. No. I mean, we're going first again. I guess we take this. Yeah. Yeah, it works. Seems okay. I'm just not playing the Brookside ever, I don't think. Seems fine. Royal Guards, go! Please don't kill him. Those are neckers. Well, I'm gonna just straight up kill both of them. That's one. And that's two. And then he has tall removal and I cry. Oh well. That is not tall removal. Gives me hope for the future. Let's just get rid of that. Solid. Time to hit the armor with random pings. Nope. I don't know how this guy keeps avoiding hitting all the armor. It's crazy. So this guy just played 3 cards and then passed. A classic. Absolutely classic strategy. Do we have row-locked things? Binsi is row-locked. So this guy moves our units whenever he wants. Because we don't have a defender. Even then it just, you know. Not having a defender. Having a defender doesn't protect that much in this case. Anyway. We could play Neckers of our own. Show him how to Necker. That's the worst card in our hand. Let's just not. Okay. The reason we play a card is because we're gonna draw 3, so we had 9, we still have 8, we're still gonna be at 10 even if we play another card, and it forces him to play cards. Maybe he has good cards in his hand that he would rather not play. Of course, our hand is very good. Well, compared to the rest of our deck. It's not that good. But compared to the rest of our deck, it's... we have kind of a mid-range deck, I guess. Small Blood! See, that's a good card. That's worth 6 points, more or less. We got that out of him. It's not... he's still gonna have to play something else. We could Nevelin, I guess, but no, that doesn't work. I don't want to use Mariel's here. Let's just pass. He's gonna have to play another card. So we're still gonna be 10 cards versus 10 cards, but yeah, okay, he had a 3-point card, but we got the totem out of him. In exchange for an enraged Ifrit, but we have Mariel's, which is basically the same thing, so it doesn't really matter that much. We have a few too many spenders. I am tempted to keep this guy and kick this guy. It's the same amount of profit, so this guy is 6, this guy is 5. They're both spenders, but this guy allows me to spend an odd number of coins, which is not something I have the ability to do. And I do have an odd number of coins with this leader. Brooksa is meh. Okay, well that's slightly better. We missed Binsi, but Binsi was never doing anything here. Cute. Okay. I mean, that's gonna do 2 damage, and if he has spies, it's gonna do even more. Do I want to use maybe row movement on it? Because this is row locked. Sure, why not? He also has row movement. He's gonna bring him back to the... Oh, that's funny. In case he has spies, I'm just gonna kill it. Unless he boosts it. If he boosts it, he definitely has spies. So, by the way, row movement not that great against this leader because he can just reposition them. He did it with the Dragoon, but he could have done it with his leader as well. In fact, Nivellin I probably should have mulliganed outright. Oh well, that's me being bad. We have a Leo target, which is the good news. Leo officially plays for 14 now, at least. Unless we accidentally hit it with something. It's pretty nice. I think we just move Lega here. We don't have much to do. Spies are coming for you. Did you know that the next expansion, which is coming to you in exactly 8 days, in that expansion they are expanding the spy archetype for Nilfgaard, which is one of the factions. So that is truer than you think. So he's now killing our Leo target, but that also means he's building a new Leo target, and I'm okay with that. The question now is, what do I do? I think maybe what I try to do is Oxenford Naturalist and see if he lives. I'm only going to spend 1 coin on it. That way I can more reels whenever. But the point of it is it can help the... it's either going to catch some removal. It's either going to catch some removal, which means the townsfolk aren't going to catch it. Either it's going to... Oh. It's okay, I have a Purify. Defender's a cheat, but not when you Purify. He probably should have put that to the right of the priest. I still did not know that. Well, there you go. They're expanding the spies archetype. There's a card which is kind of like this dude, except it spawns a spy specifically, a bronze spy. And there's only 3 bronze spies, so you always get to pick exactly the one you need for that situation. And this guy is also assimilate, so he's gonna proc off of it. So it's a 5 point plus the value of a bronze spy, which is easily another 5 points. It's a really good card. Really good spy card. And then there's gonna be cards that boost themselves when you play spies, and it's just, yeah. It's gonna be fun. Fun. I'm telling you. Alright, let's see. He didn't remove my spender, which tells me that he can't. So he probably can't remove the townsfolk either. I should have used my leader charges though to make sure. Oh well. It's okay. It's okay. So what we do now is actually play Helvede. Why? Because I want to make sure I have the coins to trigger this tribute if I need to. I won't necessarily need to, but in case I do. Well, there you are. Also gonna give it maybe 1 vitality.
Our world
That's fine, I have another spender. Speaking of, let's make sure he lives. Because, you know. So the priest has been destroying this card this whole time, and then it's gaining points, of course. But once we obliterate all of it, it's just wasted points. It will have been a negative point play, which is kind of fun. Oh, he's gonna kill it. And then I'm gonna have no spender, except, you know, the guy that tributes for 6. That leaves 2 points. So that was a 2-point play. Using all of his leader gave him 2 extra points. Speaking of, I should be using this dude right now. It's gonna look super suspicious. Because I'm not killing the priest, but I want the priest to get another go. Boom. And the Leo, which managed to not brick. Good job. GG, man. Sometimes I am incredibly surprised by the ability of some of these arena decks to actually win games. I have 11 golds to 15 bronzes. And they're not exactly the greatest golds, but they somehow get it done. I don't know. Surprising. Wait until we get locked down and I can't get coins for the life of me. That's gonna be fun. Oh no.
Press those vermin!
Bum, bum. I kind of don't want to use the tribute, especially since I have Nivellin in hand. So goodbye you. This is Uprising. I have one of my bleed cards. Is the Garcane worth it? It's only going to boost 1 time, so I'm gonna go ahead and guess no. RNG likes you! Well, sometimes. See, that's risky. If I have toll removal, I just kill it. I currently don't have toll removal. What I do have is just, you know, row movement. This is row capped. Row locked, rather, so it can't do shit. This thing does 1 damage per turn, 2 if it's inspired. Inspired meaning boosted. So it would have done 2 damage per turn. Another option was to assassinate it. Would have got it down to 4, and then I can just kill it with the Ifrit. But, we're okay like this. We're gonna see if the Neckers survive. I'm gonna go ahead and guess no. Because they're Neckers, they're not in Dragolarva. You know, Neckers is just a couple of 1s that die to everything. And Dragolarva is a couple of 1s with 2 armor. It is so much better. And Dragolarva is one of the best bronzes in the game. And Neckers suck. That's just the way it goes. So what do you think the trap is? This is a trap. It could be damage, in which case you want to throw down a crap unit. Could be anything else, really. My Brookside and not die. It's not the 5 damage thing, it's not the poison, the unit that just played. It's either the Horn. There's a trap that boosts the adjacent units by 4 once the opponent passes. It's either the Horn or the Serpent Trap. Serpent Trap will destroy my highest unit. Oh, it's also that. Yeah, could also be that. I was getting there, game. It just, you know, wasn't there yet. How do I win this round if I win this round? I'm 16 points behind. The good news is I'm not playing first, right? I could just use Assassinate for 6 points. I have a lot of 4-point damage, which is enough for most engines. Not all, but most. I'll just take the full value Assassinate. see what he plays for. I can definitely win this round in 2 cards, so... well... I should have used Assassinate on this, but oh well. So 17. I would need to do 18 points in 2 turns, and I cannot do that. So I'm gonna have to pass. It's okay, I have most of my stuff. Arena Endrega is a thing that I haven't seen yet. It's the first time I see these cards since this run started. Okay, I was kind of hoping to get that last turn. Last whatever. I think I keep Trident in case he wants to bleed. And I'm just gonna... I'd like to keep a Purify because I do need to interact with his side of the board quite a bit. I would like to... oh, okay, let's just keep this for now. There's just too many bricks in this damn deck. I did not want to dig further. Oh, you're going for it. Yeah, just going for it, alright. This defender sucks when you don't have something that specifically deals with him. Because he spawns 2 defending bodies. They're super easy to kill, but you spend a lot of time. Oh, that's cute. I guess that's the one I purify then. Well, let's see if he can actually let's see if he can actually boost again. That would be kind of funny. No, my Endrega. My Endrega is gone. Alright. 1 in 5 chance of sniping the Endrega. Do it. Haha! The miss. Oh, it's Kahir. Ah, that's what's going on here. Okay. Literally kind of can't deal with that. Right, so he boosts. Yeah, that's fine. I guess we just... okay. Gonna have to kill that one. We're gonna have to dispel the other one. Honestly, if he passes, I'm kind of in trouble. Not really, actually. I can just spend with a Helvid. But he might just 2-0 us. He has what it takes. Let's just put it that way. He should really have used the Endrega larva to do stuff, because he has a couple things that would benefit from destroying a one. So that's a mistake on his part, but that's fine. Bum 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 bum. Gotta purify that. Please keep playing for a tiny bit. Okay. Suppose that qualifies. Now he figured out that he should be using the Endrega larva. Well, what do you know? We're gonna use the Bensi here. There you go. We can literally just kill the Kahir with our tribute. It sucks that we have to do that, but we kind of have to do that. No! Well, we lost the game. Let's not waste his time any longer. He did a good job. He attacked me when he needed to. So, you know, his deck does something. Mine doesn't. So, there you go. That's what happens. Also, Defender is cheap. I say that sometimes. It's true. I even had a Defender and was still cheating. Yeah, well. Searching for a worthy rival. Like someone who doesn't have a good deck? Hopefully. I think this run's gonna maybe get 5 wins. Maybe. And then we're gonna get to go again. It's most likely what's gonna happen. I don't have my Nivelin. I still don't want to play, but I still don't want to spend 2 coins on that. If at all possible. Oh, I'm going first, that's great. Do we play the Neckers? No. I don't want to. I have all of the 4 damage cards. I don't need a 3rd one. We're just going to play the guards. Well, you hope. Well, yeah. I do hope. You gotta hope, right? RNG isn't always gonna be on your side, but you still gotta hope it's gonna be sometimes. Alright, play a Neckers like the other guy, so I can trident it down again. That'd be funny. Or at the very least, don't kill my Royal Guards. I'd like to get the 2 points value off of them. This hand is kind of decent. Oh. This thing does not care about random damage much. Goodbye, rat. Sorry for the sneeze. It was big enough that my headphones actually fell off. Not very far though. I mean, my arms were there. Still. Yeah. Sure. Go ahead and hit that armor. Why don't you? Do I want to kill it with one of my 4 damage thingies? Sure. I would like to win the round, you know. A lot of times when you want to win the round as the person that goes first, you need to overcommit, which sucks. But you know, overcommit being playing better cards than your opponent because you need to stay ahead. You good? I assume you're reacting to the sneeze and there's just a big old stream delay. Yes, I'm good. It's just a sneeze. Gotta purify the Defender because Defender is cheating. I keep saying it. It's because it's true. Ah, that's what he's doing. I unfortunately do not actually have row movement or anything that would punish that, but you know, I can, at the very least. It's dangerous to do what I'm about to do, but I can at the very least make sure he doesn't have dominance. So this thing does 2 damage if his side has dominance. Dominance me being having the highest units. I currently do, but if he has tall removal, the whole thing sucks. If he has tall removal, I straight up lose the round uneven. Bum, bum, bum. This guy played a 3. So he's 10 points behind. He's gonna have 2 points of damage, so he's actually 8 points behind. If he wants to catch up and do this in a single card, and he needs to if he's not gonna have big troubles, he needs to play at least a 9. I'm okay with him playing that. Yeah, he has it. It's fine. I expected him to have it, but you know. That's a good card that he's not going to use against our shitty deck. Although, good card. But Reels kills it without using Tribute, so I don't know. It's an okay card. Both Townsfolk and Binsey, which opens the question, who do I play first? Because the first one's not gonna live, realistically. You know, I needed Last Say because Leo kills anything. I should have played more. Oh well. That's a spender, I'll take it. That's another spender. He's under 6, so he's actually just pushing. Well, as long as we stay ahead of him, we could actually have Last Say. And having Last Say against this guy is actually more important than you might realize. Because again, Leo is guaranteed to just snipe whatever he uses his leader on. That is very, very slow. It, in fact, allows me to play this.
My, this may get its own footnote.
My prescription, a bit of bloodletting.
That means he's gonna play one of my bronzes that I played already from my graveyard. I don't know what I had though, like Tridem, the Matron, Royal Guards, which doesn't do much. I'm not sure I care much about this. Like, it's not gonna do anything. Royal Guards, expected. Does give 1 charge to that. Not enough to kill the Oxenford dude. I think I just play Townsfolk.
As a girl, I always dreamed of having drapes like these.
Aim of the game is to just not spend very much. And see what he does. Cute. I think we Helvede and we only spawn 1. So hear me out. It's not... It plays for 8, which is not good enough. If we spawn twice, we don't let him out of a round. If we spawn once, though, the Morils is ready to go. Or what if I play Binsey here? I think I play Binsey and I just get my charges. Let's see what he has. Bribery. We have a lot of garbage. Bribery makes him play one card from our deck. If he gets Leo, he snipes the Townsfolk, which sucks. Really? Why? Oh, in case I kill that, I guess. That is Valid point. Gonna play the Helvide. Gonna keep enough to trigger the Moriels if we need to. Pum, 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 pum. And he's done. So we're gonna play one more card than him in the final round. We also have final say, which means we get to Leo whatever he decides to leader, as long as it doesn't hide behind a defender, I guess. It's fine, we can purify the defender. Everything's fine. One bad part about this whole thing, though, is that we don't have enough coins for Moriels. We actually, in fact, do not have a spender at all. It sucks, but sure. That's 5 plus the order 2, 7. That's 5 plus the order 6. Gonna go with this. See what happens. This is more points if it goes through, but it's more vulnerable because it's roll locked on top of everything else. Greeding it for 1 point, I guess you could say. Ah, says my leader. Already? Okay. Do you also just play it? That would be funny. You do. Okay. Thank you for the Lido donation. What next? Honestly, this is an 8, this is an 8. These are 5 if they don't get value. Which is kind of meh. Nivelin, I guess. Neneke. Hold those charges. Go on. Hold them. Dang it. Ah. I could kill that, you know. I'm still going to. Well, yeah, no, I have Kurt to deal with whatever. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I think I'm going to use this as well. 2 chip damage ain't going to do much. I don't need to hold it. Oh. It's fine, I have Kurt. That's why I accepted the playing my damage this early. Big old 6 points. I didn't even need that. Oh, he's gone. I was showing you my card, man. It's not. It wasn't intended as BM. Oh well. There you go. Victory. We won that in round 2. By staying ahead. Kinda glad I played the Bincy when I did. I didn't know what to do. We did the right thing though. Honestly, this deck needs these sort of situation where they just get some kind of advantage like this, because other than maybe Bincy and Townsfolk, if they get through, which is a big if. Other than those two, I don't really have big plays at all. Like Enraged Ifrit is 8. Leo is a big play if the other guy gives me a big play. Nice, well, thank you. I try. Oh, it's a swashbuckler.
Still got its teeth.
So this leader, this enemy leader spawns 3 2-point dudes. Gains 1 coin every time it does. It's not the worst, it's not the best. We have all of our bleeding and the Garcane, and I'm pretty sure Garcane is still not worth. Just so bad. The Trident doesn't do much here. I have no way to buff. That's a Seductress. Let's go all enraged on it. Because that is a good engine.
I always find a lady.
We can Nivellin that later. It's not that big of a deal. That, if the round ends and this thing is still on melee, it's gonna go into our deck, which makes our draws worse, potentially. So, you know. Oh, that's a good card. At least we got a good card out of him, right? That's pretty good news. Let's just bleed something, I guess. Get the Thrive engines going. Hello, Muliana and son. How are you doing? Proto Flatter. That's cute. He's playing cards. I've played Efreet and then Bronzes. He's playing big cards though. Alright. Let's bleed the other commando dude. How's it going? It's going great. How about you? I think there's a stream delay here. But, you know. I don't know. I'm afraid to get the lowest latency. Because I'm afraid somehow my computer doesn't handle it or something. I don't know. I'm good. How about you? Again, great. I'm mostly done with my homework, my programming of a website. So it feels good to, you know, have this behind me instead of like this mountain of work ahead of me. Spent a lot of my weekend on it, but feeling somewhat good about the outcome. That is a jackal. I may have waited too long to Nivellin. So, can we win this by playing Nivellin and another card? He is at 24 if he just passes. I would need 14 points. Nivellin is 5. I would need 9 points. I would need to use Helvide. Are you a web developer? No, I am a university student. Studying programming, and I have a web programming class this summer. And one of our homeworks, which, you know, counts in the final grade and everything, is he gave us a bunch of specs for some website we need to do. So I did a whole website. It's kind of ugly and meh, but whatever. I am not a website designer. We get last say. That's funny. We need to have 8 points. Not as bad as I thought because I didn't count the Thrive. 8 points is still kind of more than I would like. I'm gonna need to use the Helvide anyway. Oh well. Oh, alright. Well, you know. Maybe one day I'm gonna be a web developer. I'm not sure that's necessarily what I want out of this degree, but, you know, maybe. Our hand is shite. Yep, we're not pushing with that. pass. I don't think we win the long round either, but like we're not doing anything. Maybe I should have just played all of this, lost my last save, but gotten good cards out of him, which is possible. Because right now I have just absolute garbage. I have Townsfolk and Bincy, which if they stick, it's a big if they stick can maybe do something, but I wouldn't expect it. So he doesn't know what to play. Maybe his hand is pure gold, which reinforces my thought that maybe I should have just pushed him. Would have lost the card advantage, but I would have gotten good stuff out of him. Gotten him to play the good stuff before the decisive round. This guy does 1 and then more if Death Blow, yeah. Do I not have any of my 4 damage cards? That's surprising. Meh. It's slightly better. It's still not good, but you know, meh. I'm gonna. Oh my god! A goddamn Gargane with no bleed. I don't think we win. They just don't. Maybe the Gargane catches some control or something. I don't know. 3-point bricks are the best. Maybe this guy has a Canby and he's gonna make me discard a 3-point brick. I'd love that. you don't count on that, but yeah, that would be funny. So I think our best spender here is the actual dude here, if the Trident's live. Because, you know, he can buff he can get double the points. He can get 2 points per coin. If the Trident actually hits something, not like a shield, like we have right now, or armor. So that's the best value we get out of our coins. Yeah, okay. That might as well be a thing. Okay. Have my Garcane. Please kill it. Please spend some damage killing it. Maybe I should say don't so that he does. I don't know. Reverse psychology or no, not reverse psychology? That is the question. He's doing it! Although, if he gets it to 1, maybe he has something that gets value out of 1s. No. No.
Interesting.
He just spent 4 damage killing a 3-point brick. I'll take it. Bye, Chile. Got 6 points out of our 4-point card. So, that's alright. We're getting some value some places. It's pretty good. Also, he gave us 2 points to play that Sheila. I wonder if he's out of removal now. I wish. I still think we lose this game, but, you know. This deck is bound to lose anyway. Oh, a defender. You don't say. Surprise, surprise. Mr. Opponent is trying to cheat with defenders. Now I don't have luck. I have a 3 damage card. I most likely don't win. I need to just out-engine him with my Bincy townsfolk and Tridem and stuff. It's unlikely to happen. Oh man. And the Oxenford dude is my only engine. Goddamn. I didn't mean only engine. I meant only spender. That's more accurate. We really need him to be out of removal for this to work. I also need to get spending semi soon. Am I? See, the thing is about this whole thing is, even I could kill that with the Muralega. And then I don't have anything to interact with whatever he puts there, so who cares? Let's just townsfolk it up.
Do you have a loyalty discount by chance?
I think I use 2 charges. I lose 2 points on the Bincy, but 6 damage is pretty rare. So maybe the townsfolk survives, and I get more value in the long run. Probably should have put the townsfolk melee, right? Because this is... Oh, this is not roll locked. Good. Gonna put that in range, in melee then. Helveed.
Whosoever defiles himself with the practice of elven magic deserves no mercy.
I know that card. Alright.
I really ought to well kill some of this blessing.
Okay. Our townsfolk and our Bincy have gone through for basically their full value. They're gonna get a tiny bit more value when the naturalist gets through. Unfortunately, I won't get to use Vitality on the Tridem very much. I'm gonna get that 3 turns, which is not a lot. It does very little, in fact. Well, it's still 3 coins that were spent for 6 points. It's not the worst. Nivelin. So Bincy doesn't get points when I play the naturalist. Townsfolk does. So I'm gonna get to use this on the Tridem exactly 3 times. So I'm gonna spend 4 coins here. There you go. I was trying to drink beer, but I had forgotten that I was, you know, done with my beer. Surprisingly close in score, considering he has played considerably better quality cards than I. I guess if you do get the townsfolk and Bincy through, you do get a lot of value. Which is all the more important. The part where, you remember the part where he spent 4 damage on a freaking Garcane? A bricked 3-point card? That makes that part all the more important. He has no removal right now. I can just spend all of this already. Now, of course, if he removes the Tridem, it sucks. He might not, though. Oh, you know what? He put stuff in the melee row. Muralega is not bricked anymore. I get the full 7 points out of it. By the way, we're still losing by quite the margin, because he has good cards and we have 2 7-point cards. 2 7-point cards puts us as 46 plus potential value there, but we just lost 2 points there. Yeah. This isn't really happening. Right, so we can get exactly 45 points. He would have to have a negative point card and forget to use his leader for us to win. I'll leave the suspense up though. Well, he's taking his sweet damn time, so I'm just gonna forfeit anyway. I think it's rather unlikely that he forgets to use his leader. Even if he has a negative point card. Oh, yeah. Negative points exist for cards. Well, not that they exist. No card is printed with a negative number on it, of course, but some cards are only good in certain situations and excruciatingly bad in others. You can brick them in such a way that they actually hurt you more than they help you. It's highly unlikely that that was the case with this guy. We got to 3 wins. If we get a couple more, I get to 5, which I would be surprised with because this deck kind of sucks. But you know, would it have been better? What were the leader choices? This, I think, Mystic Echo, which always sucks. You never pick that because you need to get a nature card that is good to get good value out of your leader, and then you need to actually play it in the game. And they're rare enough that it's really hard to draft properly. And what was the other one? Something that didn't look fun, but might have been better than this. I forget what it was. It wasn't one of the absolute really useful abilities though, so I don't feel too bad about it. Come on, get on with it so we can move on. I could also just stop searching, break the contract, and get another deck already, but you know, let's try. Let's see how far we can push this deck. He's one letter away from an encoding system. He's a storyteller though. All about Igni or something. Alright, what kind of garbage do we have today? The 3-point brick. A movement that is worse than the other movement I already have. Look at the bleed. Okay. Oh, I go first. Do I have a proactive play? Not really. Savage Bear, I guess, but, you know, it's not really proactive. Let me just change how I'm sitting. I think I'm starting to... My arm is starting to hurt a little. Maybe I'm just not being ergonomic enough. Oh, it's hidden cash. Bold. I take it he had exactly 0 good choices. Do we kill that with Mirror Lego? Should we? I mean, our hand has kind of good stuff all around, so... I'm gonna do this, because it gets down to 8. And the most tall removal starts at 9. Well, most. Leo Bonhart. This guy, and Geralt of Rivia. Geralt Professional as well, I guess. Well, that's not entirely true, because it also insta-kills 6-point cards, but that's not tall removal now, is it? Speaking of 6-point cards, good value on the Assassinate. I still haven't used my charge on the bear. He just keeps giving me removal targets. He's playing into my hand. He doesn't know. I wonder if he has, you know, a way to spend those 2 coins. Nivelin would be funny. Oh my god. Nivelin would be very funny. Honestly, I'm not sure what to play, even. Gonna bleed that.
Anyone can be bought. Only questions.
I have other spenders. In theory, this is fine. So the boar heals itself when it goes back to the back row. But he's gonna be at 4 next turn, so I can just kill it with Northern Wind. Unless he plays something I'd rather remove. We'll see. Rodeo, oh, he's trying. He's trying really hard. Holy hell. Rodea plays for 13. She played for 8, and this is 5 points. I can, you know, do 4 points and not get hit in a while. I think I'm just gonna bow out. Well, do I? Nah, you know what? Let's be bold. Let's go out swinging. This deck is gonna lose anyway. Let's go out swinging. We're only 2 points ahead if he clicks on his damn lamp. I'm not convinced we win. I'm not convinced my move was the right move. We'll see though. Maybe he's gonna keep playing some really good golds. Or maybe he's gonna go, well, I'm ahead of you just with bronzes now. Yeah. Probably what he does. Oh.
I'm not afraid. Fear is a commoner's trait.
That gives me a Leo. Do I want to use a Leo here? Well, I'm in trouble if I don't, right?
I don't work for free.
I'm still in trouble. I'm only 6 points ahead. Vernosil.
Take the cities that were stolen from us.
Damn, son. I can't compete with that. I can't. Let's try that in round 2. If he doesn't play in round 2, he can't... I mean, it's going to be a terrible situation in round 2, because I need to stay ahead of him every single turn. But he just used Redea and Vernosil. And some other really good cards, like he really wanted that round. Bincy can help, if needed. I have Kurt, so I'm gonna kick that. I don't want that. Townsfolk, okay, well. I have the things that allow me to make use of my leaders, so that might work. We'll see. I need to play an 8 at least. God damn it. I think I'm gonna play Mariels. It is an 8. I don't like it, but it's an 8. Otherwise, it's just use your townsfolk and like 4 charges, but that means 4 charges lost on Bincy. I want to use townsfolk or Bincy on a turn where I use the minimum. Do you still remember about Shining Force Feather? Of course I do. It was a DS game. It was actually the best modern Shining Force, but Shining Force has been going nowhere for a while. Played for 7. So I need to play 7 to stay ahead. I'm gonna get a townsfolk going with just 3 charges. Of course I do. I take it you watched my Shining Force Feather and you liked it? That was back when... You know what? One thing I hated about Shining Force Feather, my project of it specifically, was that I thought the camera was too big. I took too much space on the screen. Just my opinion, though. Otherwise, I liked the game. That's fine. We get the bin C on the board now.
As well clear some of this clutter.
And that's just good enough to stay ahead. We are having to use all our good stuff, though, so we're still going to lose. But, you know. Go out swinging. Nine points. He's trying.
The amulet. Think it'll save you?
Oof.
Think again.
Do I have a spender somewhere? Not really. I have this thing. It's not gonna spend all of it. Let's spend a little bit.
Remove his cowl, then his ears.
Let's make him think we can spend more with other stuff. It's actually better to keep them for the matron, because it always spawns to the right. Oh goodness. He's trying real hard to 2-0 us.
You see, you must hold it in your teeth, that's all.
One more. What else you got, my man? You know, if he spends every single good card he has and we still win the round, pretty good. Personally, I would have killed the matron, but maybe that's just me. Who knows?
He venerates not the fire.
Well, at this point, we lose. If he plays his card, we lose.
Before it's too late.
He did!
Reasons for the fable of
It's a brick! But so's this.
Can't wait to hear your wicked flesh.
There you go. We're done. New deck! Now that's exciting. So, Muliana, why were you bringing up Shining Force Feather? Are you, would you just like more of Shining Force Feather content? I'm not sure I have much to do about it. Oh, actually, I kind of do. You see, one of my viewers, Tim, actually translated like the whole game for me. Just impressive. Really. I don't know. I mean, it's impressive. That's all I gotta say about it. Boy, precision strike, I guess. Yeah. But yeah, why were you bringing that up? Death Wish, this thing, which is occasionally interesting. Say Synthesis, which is just 8, and this, which is let's just build for potential memes and see what happens. Help. Stunning Blow, I guess. That actually plays for 7 on the Draco Turtle, assuming Draco Turtle has, you know, 7 armor by that point. Oi! That's a good selection. Forget that guy, but these 3. This is the best Purify in the game, which doesn't mean that it's great. Thalabor is just always great value. And Morkvarg. Oi. Morkvarg either plays for 6 or billion. If there's great swords and stuff. We have none of that. I don't know. I'm gonna go with safe value in this one. Morkvarg though was definitely an option. Okay, back to garbage. Maybe. It's an elf. Maybe we get the elf scenario. I don't know. Do we have... No, we kind of have. We do need to have some form of chip damage to set up the Falibors and stuff, so... Then again, Trained Hawk is a thing. Yeah. Let's go with Trained Hawk. Remove a unit's armor. In this case, it's actual points. Okay, we have a combo. That's interesting. Death Blow 1 is really extreme though. Sure, why not? How many soldiers do we have? This guy? So this does 2 damage. Sounds like garbage, but I watched your videos about Shining Force Feather back in 2014. Nice. I take it you liked them because you're kind of still around and talking to me today. That's good. I'm glad you did. Like them, I mean. Selectress is a great engine. This kind of allows us to set up this or something. I don't know. We're gonna go for a theme here, even though Seductress was probably better. Alba Pikeman? Sure. Random damage, why not? What's the worst thing that can happen with random damage? Haha! Whole lot. Catacomb is always nice. Consistency, kind of. Sure. Yep. Do I have good Kikimo warrior targets? Not really. Waylay is yet another death blow to set up. This is good, but it blocks potential shoots / Rodayas. I always say that, never find them, but when you do find them, it's awesome. Alright, let's go for that. Adjacent bronze soldiers. I'm pretty sure I have none with a deploy anyway. Okay. Bronze monster card. Damage an enemy unit by 2, Bloodthirst 2, damage an enemy unit by 4. That seems like what I'm doing, so let's just keep going with the theme. Bork. Or renew. Oi. I can't bring that back. Like, what would I bring back even? Catacomb? Can't bring back the Falibor. I think we'll just go for Bork because memes. Sure. Do we have big boys? We have Falibor. And this after I remove armor. Yeah. I kind of need another way to remove armor. Otherwise, this is a bit too dependent on my hand. This is potentially poison. I think I'm gonna go with potential poison. Another self-damage target, but I still don't do self-damage. That's damage and row movement. That's just, you know, 6 with a couple damage. I actually kind of like this one, because I already have 2 row movement things. And this is, again, chip damage, which helps line up the multiple death blows I have. and or Bloodthirst here. That's funny. I don't have shields. Actually, I could have one, I guess. I think it's just an Olaf here. Again, self-damage would be kind of nice. Oh, this instantly. Because it combos with my leader. There's just no question about it. Oh, golds. Carlo is damage. That's a 9. This is a 9 if it's played and I still have 6 points. This is a big boy though, so if I haven't played the Bork, this is a liability. I think I go with Carlo here. If it's a Gotha, I don't know about that. Horde 9, the Flying Redanian. Do I have a Bronze Dwarf even? No. So that is a 5. Twice the number of damaged enemies. Do we try the Madman? We have a lot of random damage. Random small pings of damage. This might work if the other guy doesn't boost much. Let's try it. Let's go for the theme. Why not? We're here to have some fun anyway. Hi. Oh, hey. A Bronze Dwarf. I may regret justice. Okay. Do I self-damage? Yes, but on targets that benefit from it, I don't want to heal. 4 damage randomly between all enemies. You realize this is worth exactly 4. I don't have siege engines at all. Yeah, no, I don't. It's still better than the other. Still better than the other things. Well, this is 5. Yeah, sure. I'll take that for the poison. Potential poison value. Typically in Arena you would need to find at least 3 poison cards to find poison value, but you know, I'm kind of committed, so let's just go for it. Drowner, I guess. I don't like it, but sure. 3rd poison. Well, I guess I'll take it. I just said I'd take it. Is that an achievement for having 3 of the same card in Arena? Okay. Self-damage, finally. Only took this long. So 10 golds and 16 bronzes. Yet I think this deck is better than the other one, because this deck tries to do something, right? Right? The other deck didn't really do much of anything. It sometimes did something with townspeople and Bincy. That's about it. Boy, maybe we get somewhere with this one. I doubt we win. I've never won with only 10 golds. I've gotten to like 8 or 7 or 8 wins, but I've never actually won with 10 golds only. In Arena, anyway. It's actually possible to do that in the actual game on ladder, because you're building your deck intelligently. You only have 10 golds, but you do something. You still think when Alfin fall in love with Jin is a strange thing. I would need more context because I don't remember all of the story. I'm gonna go ahead and guess yes, even if you give me the context, but I would need the context of that. Because I don't quite remember. Alfin is the robot, isn't it? Or the thing that controls the ship or allows to control the ship or something, I don't know. And Jin is the main character. I mean, she just falls in love because it's the main character, right? It's kind of meh. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, you know what? Finish redrawing. We're done. Full Hawk, go. Do I have a proactive play? Absolutely not. Do I just play the Roderick? What could I pull? I don't want to pull that. I don't want to pull that. I don't want to pull... Okay, we're not playing the Roderick. Proactive plays. I guess. I don't know. So my leader does 3 ticks of damage, and then it spawns a Brockman Sentinel. Brockland Sentinel is this thing. It damages the enemy by 2. It has a death blow like basically everything else in my deck. But the death blow summons... If you get the death blow, you summon other stuff from your deck. That's why I took it instantly when I saw it. It just added 2 points to my leader. My leader, instead of being a 7, is now a 9-point leader. Makes a difference. Maybe just bleed one of them? I don't know. Dum, dum, dum.
You've nowhere to run, but I dare you to try.
So normally, bleeding Thrive units is bad. You know what? Let's hit the armor. Hopefully it hits the Olaf, and then I use the Olaf order. Dang it! Oh well, we tried. So Olaf boosts himself by twice the amount he's damaged, by the way. That's why I tried to do that. Didn't work out. I wasted 2 points there. Actually wasted 4. I wasted a 2 damage and then I got hit by 2. It was a 1-point play. It was not great. I think I might just pass after this.
I promise you a quick death.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna pass. I don't feel like playing that round anyway. Oh, he has a death blow. A stringent death blow as well. That was just enough to win the round. Nice. He didn't use much. I used an Olaf, so that was not a good round for us at all. He used the best bronze in the game, but it's still just a bronze. Ooh, Draco Turtle. I mean, I already have my combo here, so I don't need to use these two together. No. Jeez. The one problem with having this is that you keep drawing it and it breaks so hard. It's a 4-point card if you just draw it. God damn. Oh, he played it range, bro. The Alba can't do its work. I'm gonna move it a melee row because I'm crazy. Yeah, she's an android. Is the stream delay that long? I'm starting to think there's a problem there. Yeah, she's an android, yeah. Well...
Again and again and again.
Depends on what you think is weird then, right? Is it weird that a robot falls in love with something? Sure, on first sight. Well, okay, sure, no, maybe kind of. Depends on if they invented emotion chips or whatever. What's best to use here? Probably just Stunning Blow. Dong. So this is good. We didn't use too much. We used row movement and that's about it. So the android falling in love, well, first you'd have to make me an android that has emotions, but assuming she has emotions, falling in love on first sight. I wouldn't say it's common. I don't have my other poison cards. What is... Okay, I have 3 goals in deck. I have 2 goals in deck. Do I want a Katakan or a Hinda? Falling in love on first sight. Not too convinced about it. I'm gonna go with Roderick.
What is
into Katakan. And Katakan is a decent priest target because you keep getting some of that damage back because it enables Thrive that otherwise wouldn't have happened. We're also going to want to have a Draco Turtle though. Because the Draco Turtle builds up armor.
There's order. Let out speed.
Do we have a Purify in this deck at all? I don't think so. Alright, well, let's kill it with Bork. Why not? I should have put that here. Right here, Assassinate actually kills it, but if the card is here, it doesn't. What was the question? Yeah, is it weird that she would fall in love? On first sight, and basically for no reason. I guess, didn't he save her from the evil guys? Maybe a little, but I wouldn't fall in love for that. I don't know. Was it on first sight though? I don't know. Okay, correctly identified that I don't have, in fact. Purify. Okay, well. That's... sure. We can work with that. Oh, it's you! It's you! It's okay, I can kill you. Pew! Falibor! Full value Falibor. Except I gave him a point there, but it's fine, don't worry about it. Bum, 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 bum. I think what I'm gonna do is put down the Draco Turtle. Actually, no. I need to take down the... I need to take down the thing. God damn it.
I never miss. Even at full gallop.
Actually, I'm gonna put that here. There you go. I didn't want to put down the Draco Turtle because the random damage pings could hit the Draco Turtle, which would give boost to Kahir. Kahir is always a problem. Basically, oh hello. Damage random pings? Random damage pings, I should say. Sure, I guess. I'm gonna have trouble setting that one up. We're gonna get this one rolling. We're gonna get the priest on the Katakan rolling. We are probably gonna use Madman Lugas to try to make a Revenant killable by Milton. That would be helpful. Oh. I guess that's what we're doing now. And Milton isn't getting anything.
I make the laws here.
My priest is gonna play for so little. I think we don't put it on the Katakan anymore. I think we play it on the this dude. I'm kind of sad that this is a 6-point brick now, but oh well. He had too many things that required damage. Couldn't deal with all of them. Oh, it's you.
Ask questions later.
Okay. Didn't get a target, but it's fine. He's gonna get a target next time.
Accept our sacrifice.
Player 1! Well, he would probably just, you know... I mean... So he's like, oh, he's not going to... If I do this, he's not going to... He did this so that I wouldn't get one more point thanks to the priest damage, but he loses a point on the damage, so it doesn't really change that much. It's kind of whatever. Alright, my dear Brick, here you go. Congratulations. You did a thing. I don't... Oh, I have a 2, so he can actually get another Spectre. I guess he didn't see the 2, which is hilarious. Ah, it's funny.
Gonna need 3 buckets of nails and a tub full of pegs.
Yeah. He had a 2 right here. He could have, you know, had one more Spectre than this. It's pretty funny. Might not win us the game. He doesn't need that many points. Yeah, we lost anyway. Oh well. We couldn't quite deal with a defender very effectively. That put us behind on everything. I still believe that this deck is better than the previous one. The previous one got what, 3 wins? I think it was just 3. This one should be better. Ooh, Mystic Echo.
Pride is all we've left.
That leader bricks more often than not in Arena. In the actual game, it's one of the best leaders in the game, but in Arena, it's a brick more often than not. Which is pretty funny. That's a soldier, right? Value out of the crossbow. Nice. I'm going first, eh? Not fantastic. Do we just play the Olaf again? That would be funny. Sure. But this dude has armor. Alright, let's do this. Bum, 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 bum. So the real question here is, how long do I let this go before I trigger the order? You know? How long? I wish he'd play something melee, boy, so I could justify playing the Alba. The Pikeman. Oh well. Play something melee! You can do it! That's melee for sure. Can I kill it though? That's the big question. Because that's carryover. I could use Carlo Varese on it. But Carlo is such a good value card. But this is carryover. Alright, let's just kill it. I let this go one more time. Because I think he might just pass. And if he doesn't, yeah, there you go. So we spent much better cards than he did. But at least we won the round. That's pretty good. We get to react to what he does in the third round. Which is something our deck is better doing than, you know, being proactive. I think I keep this so that I make sure I don't brick on it next turn, next round. I am missing my poison again, so yeah, okay. Oh, that would happen. How many golds do I have in here? Hold on, 1 second. Okay, I have to take a break after this game. What am I doing here? Do I have a proactive play? That seems to be the question every single time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I want to play the pikeman. It's not very good blindly like this, because he's just going to play ranged or not care or something. I don't know. It's just not very good like this, but whatever. Mata.
We dance, for young is the night.
We get to play more cards. We want to play bad cards until we have 7 cards in our hand. So the big question is, do I want to spend the stunning blow on it? Sure. Keep it up. Show me good cards. That's a good card. Alright, we're pretty happy about that. I mean, it's a good card unless I get to kill it. If I get to kill it, it's giving me points. In theory. Alp, poison, poison. Okay, I have double poison. It might be useful. I doubt it, but... Wait, I need to mulligan that. There you go. And my spy pulls exactly Madman Lugos. We'll see how good that is. I have doubts. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, it's you.
Ludifisk, give me some of that.
I'm just gonna get the Draco Turtle going, I think. Can't exactly damage it with his dagger, to boost his dagger rather, so I don't really mind. If he gets very tall, I have double poison for it, I guess. Well, I guess we play Catacon here. It's proactive. I don't have that much chip damage. Air quote chip damage. So I don't know. I have my leader. But I have 2 guys that need to get set up. And then this guy, and I guess Mandan Lugos, and my leader. But I need to do setups with everybody, basically.
Return her to me.
I don't have Purify in this deck, so good on him, I guess. So the best use for sappers now is removing... removing the armor off of the tortoise over there, which is funny. Bum 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 bum. I guess I'm gonna do that now.
It's gonna be a right good levy, big and beautiful.
Wait, I shouldn't have done that. The Catacon is useless. Not only is the Catacon useless, but Bork is useless too. Well, Bork won't kill my unit if I play him last, but, you know. Oh! That's very nice of him. Very, very nice of him, actually. I think what I do is I use... Oh, right, my leader is also something that needs a setup. God damn. So many things need a setup. Let's see if he has...
The wood shall turn against you.
a Purify. Hello, Asmalan. Hey, how's everything going? Nice to see you streaming. I've actually been rewatching your Heroes 4 playlist. Haha! Heroes 4. Well, that is one of the popular series in my roster. I'll give you that. Bum, 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 bum. So hold on. What am I doing here? I'm not sure. I think what I want to do is something like this, this, and then lose. It's the best I got. I'm hoping he doesn't damage anything, which is unlikely to happen, but if he doesn't damage anything, I kill the dagger with the Milton, which does decent value on everything, right? It in fact sets up a 3, and I have a 2, and everything. That boosts by 6. Oh. I mean, I can just bork it now, it's fine. It's also the only Heroes game I've played, so there's that. Well, it's a worthwhile game. So everyone's favorite is Heroes 3 or Heroes 5. I'd say those are the two people's favorite. Heroes 4 is different though, like very different. And very fun for it. It's a valid favorite Heroes game. It does its own thing, which is very okay. So Heroes 4. Have you watched the other Heroes games playthroughs that I've done? Just curious to see what you would have thought of them. Do I have the Bloodthirst? I do. So I damage things by 4 with this. I can't do much in the way of setup though. I can't set up the perfect Phallibor with a 4 damage thing. I'm just gonna go with this. And keep hoping for the best setup. I have a 4 damage card here, and I have 1 point of damage here because I want to spend a 2 damage to kill one of his 2s. My personal favorite for Heroes is, in terms of nostalgia, Heroes 3. Heroes 6 is up there though. I really liked a lot of what they were trying to do. They just, you know, released a broken game, which was unfortunate, but a lot of what they were trying to do was really fun. A 3! That's beautiful. Actual value. Pug. Bam. 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 I love it. Let's use a whole bunch of shields in case, you know, he has row punish of some sort. I tried to watch Heroes 3 to see how it was like, but I think it was too unfamiliar for me to get into at the time. I'd try again sometime. I mean, most of the Heroes games are going to feel unfamiliar to you. Because you played the weird one, right? Heroes 6 is kind of the weird one as well, but you played the one that isn't like the others, which is the big reason why a lot of people didn't like it. Heroes 3 was such a hit. Heroes 4, they were trying to do something different, something more with it. But, right, so for the more hardcore fans of Heroes 3, that didn't really quite go over very well. But it's still, at what it does, very, like, quite good. I don't know. Again, a valid opinion. It's not the majority's opinion, but it's quite valid. You're just into that Heroes, that style of Heroes more than the style of Heroes 3. I did Heroes 6 and Heroes 7 as well, though, you know. Though Heroes 6 was before Heroes 4. I was actually most known for Heroes 6 until I did Heroes 4, and then I was most known for Heroes 4. Judging from my analytics, at least. Like most of these features in comparison to how they're described in the other games. The AI, though, yeah, that's a big flaw. The AI depends somewhat on your difficulty level, though. Same with Heroes 4, though. I guess you already figured that one out. Card of shite. Okay. When you're talking about I like most of these features in comparison to how they're described in the other games. The AI, though, yeah, that's a big flaw. The AI in Heroes 4. Okay, so you're talking about Heroes 4 there, right? AI in Heroes 4, you need to play on like hard to actually have an AI that does what it's supposed to. If it's not hard, it's going to be handicapped. Do we just ever Carlo this? I think we just Carlo this. That's something I looked up when I started Heroes 4, is what difficulty should I play on? And what I discovered is that the AI is literally lobotomized until you get on hard. And then it's the same for every other level beyond that. Right? So I played on hard for it. The rest of what the difficulty affects is the amount of enemies on the board, which personally I don't like wading through. But more than that, it actually hinders the AI a great deal, because the AI is also bad at dealing with this many random neutrals. So there's that. You know what? I had movement. I didn't need to Carlo Varese that. I'm dumb. I'm talking and I'm not paying attention. I had 2 movement cards and I used neither on the row-locked thing. That's a wasted 2 points. I don't have another soldier. But, you know, to each his own. So do we pressure him super hard here? Do we? It's tempting, right? If we play Borg, he has to answer it. I'll do it. I should have played him in melee. Yeah, Heroes 4. Most of the difficulty comes from early game neutral stacks. As a game developer, I wish and somehow mod the AI to be more capable of simply aggressive. Well, what difficulty are you playing it on? Because, like I said, the difficulty levels actually change what the AI does. It's lobotomized until it gets to a certain level. I can just play this. It's lobotomized until hard. And then... Oh, I forgot. I needed to take a break. Fuck. I'm bad.
You sure as shit need.
I'm really, really bad. Well, I'm gonna finish the match, right? At this point. Can I play something that's even less points? That's 5. It's not quite good enough. So this does 4 damage. Oh, the other guy had gone AFK. I had not realized that we didn't get a GG from the previous guy. Usually medium or hard. If the map is designed to give the enemies a backdoor, it's more challenging, but still. Well, yeah, but that's just the map being designed the way it is, right? That plays for a good amount of points. I would need a 7. I happen to have... actually, that's a 9. I want to play that.
Calm yourselves.
Usually means you want hard if the map is designed to... Yeah. So that's the map design being hard, but in general... Right, so if you're on medium, your AI is actually kind of stupid. On hard is actually where the AI is going to do the best, because the... Well, it's not dumb, for starters, but I'm going to have to pass here. Yeah, I'm going to pass here. On higher than hard, the AI isn't more intelligent, but it gets more adversity with the neutrals. Also, sorry for not commenting on the game you're playing. It's the first time I see it. Hey, it's a fun computer card game. That's the best description I could give it, I guess. It's okay to not comment on it, but then I'm still gonna pay attention to it, right? He passes. We're gonna play this garbage. It's not garbage, it's row movement, but if you don't get row movement value, it's 5 points. If you hit something. Yeah, but no, really, it's okay to not comment on this. It's a new game! It's free to play, by the way, if you want to. Well, like most computer card games. It's free to play, but then you have to find the cards. Though Arena, it's not... Like, the cards you have is not relevant. Oh, I drew it back, didn't I? Fun. Do I have a proactive play of some sort? I guess I can just Draco Turtle or something. I'm actually gonna... Katakan. In case he has a luck he wants to use or something. And he just, you know, pulls the trigger real fast on the first thing that he could luck. Which is a Katakan. I mean, it's a valid... It would be a valid lock, but... I'd rather he didn't lock the Draco Turtle is my point. Using the leader right away to get an Ekimara. Whoop whoop. It is entirely PvP. You can try to play against the AI, but the AI is worse than the Heroes of Might and Magic 4 AI. Trust me. Right, so this is going to damage a Katakan, which is good because it's going to give us more Thrive, so it's fine. PvP, yes, entirely. I'm playing a mode where you don't really build your deck. You build it through a sort of drafting system instead of just outright building a deck from the cards you have, right? But yes, it's you basically never play solo. This is an actual person somewhere, a Ligula or something. Well, the roll movement actually did something. Wonderful. You know what? That was the best card out of his top 3 cards, according to him. Isn't that amazing, though? Because that was -1 point plus 2 points. It was a 1-point play. And that was literally the best play in his deck right now. I'm gonna put that here, so I'm gonna get periodic points off of him doing damage. Of course, I would get all those points out of the Sapper anyway, but whatever. I should actually just, you know, stunning blow it, but whatever. That is probably a stunning blow that's worth more points. So I'm going to keep the stunning blow, and I'm going to get the priest down on an elf. An unsuspecting elf. I'm actually going to put Olaf to the right of that priest next turn. I don't know. If that's the case, I might try out the game sometime in the close future. Well, you're welcome to it. You know what? Currently, it is considered to be the most balanced meta that it has ever been. Unfortunately, that also means they didn't change the meta for close to 2 weeks now. Not 2 weeks. Close to 2 months now. And so the actual streamers that always stream this full time are quite bored with the game. That's not the thing you should have locked, but sure, okay. Got a stunning blow this then. No, actually, this is what I wanted to stunning blow. Yeah. And last fun fact I was going to. I should have put Olaf in the front row, actually. What was I saying? Right. Last fun fact for this is that next week there's an expansion. Whole bunch of new cards and exciting stuff coming next week. It's gonna be grand. I currently don't have a Falibor, do I? Probably should have, you know, looked into using my leader for something. I think this takes effect before this thing's stuff takes effect. I don't know. Let's hope that Falibor actually kills it. I'll just use the deploy now. Yay! And this. Yeah. And then I can just, you know, get my sentinels out. Oh, I got a point off that. That's nice. There's a lot going on that you probably don't understand, Last Melon. That's okay. So my last plate, this thing boosts armor every time, which isn't actual points. The goal is to get points, by the way. He poisoned the wrong target. Yeah, this boosts by armor. And then when it loses armor, it gains as many points as it lost armor, and this thing removes a unit's armor, so I'm about to gain 9 points. Really should have poisoned that. Right, so I lose 8 points, and then he has a card to do 26 points. That's just not gonna happen. Meanwhile, I should have taken a break like 15 minutes ago, so I'm going to take a break now. I will be right back. Back we are, I hope. Well, I am. And I see that I have more than one viewer, so probably some of you are back too. Or you're gone and you still have the browser open. Who knows? I suppose that's possible. Lockdown? Oh no.
Patience is not a virtue I am known
Boo.
to have.
I don't get to use my leader, which means it's a lot harder to set up death blows. Well, that happens. This is still a brick. Leader or no leader, it's a 4-point card. That sucks. I actually have a couple soldiers. I wouldn't want to play that, but you know, I don't have poison though. Heroes 4, welcome back. Heroes 4 features like daily growth, caravans, heroes on the battlefield, units without heroes, fog of war, line of sight, death faction, etc. Once on by themselves. It's just people don't like that they're different from H3, which is a questionable mindset, though it does have merit. Yes and no. So it's not just that it's different, it's that some of the things that are different are debatably good. I don't like the death faction myself. I don't like the design of it, and I think death magic in general is one of the weakest magics in the game. Though whatever, that's a different discussion. Heroes being on the battlefield is also quite debatable. Few people actually see it as an actual plus. So yeah, just, you know, it's debatable. Some of this is debatable. It's not just pluses that you mentioned. Daily growth, I think I like the concept. Caravans was actually brought back in Heroes 5 briefly in an expansion. Because yes, it's actually, you know, a good idea. You're right. Anyway. Just gonna, I don't know, do that. So yeah, it's debatable. It was said that the balance wasn't ideal. I think part of what people from H3 didn't like about H4 is also just the balance. And the visual style is also completely different. The battlefield is a lot harder to just see and understand. I don't know why he's making sure that this thing survives, because it doesn't really do much. At least so far it hasn't done that much. Maybe that's just me, I don't know. I've been toying with him a little bit, but, you know. Pew! So I have a death blow set up for Milton, but the death blow does nothing, because the death blow deals damage to adjacent units, and there are none. And if there are, they're gonna have 1 armor, which means it sucks. Well, if you're gonna give me a Bork, I'm gonna take a Bork. I agree Death is an amazing faction, Order is the best IMO, but I don't think the fact that it has demons is by itself a negative.
Not your lucky day.
Meh. Just meh. I still don't like the faction. It has very little appeal to me. The fact that it has demons has very little appeal to me. Not that I think, oh, there should be a demon faction. It doesn't have particular appeal to me either, but just putting demons in with the necromancers just doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't do it for me. You're putting the two evil things together because you wanted to have less factions to, oh my god. Less factions to design. I don't know. I think I prefer the undead to be just undead. What do I play here? What's bad in my hand right now? I mean this, but I don't want to play it. I guess this because I can't set it up properly without my leader. In terms of power level, I'd say Order, yes, up there, or Life, maybe. It's been too long since I played, but I feel like Life has one of the most effective magic schools. I don't know. I just don't know. We're gonna mulligan this. I was gonna say if we still don't have a poison, we mulligan the poison, but they're both 4 point. Let's just draw poison. We might still break if he has a counter to poison, but we got poison. We also didn't draw any gold, so we're not even guaranteed to get the gold we want. It's going to be a choice. We're going to have a choice between two of those three cards. It always gives us a proactive play, and I don't think we ever won the Donar over the other two. So I think we just play it, because we don't have very good proactive plays. The other proactive play is the Draco Turtle. This guy is getting impatient. The other proactive play is the Draco Turtle, but the Draco Turtle is just gonna get locked or something. I don't like that. I don't know. Don't get me wrong, by the way, I like Heroes 4. It's not my favorite. And there's a reason I was getting really tired of the game by the end of the playthrough. But I can see people like it. Order has great spells like Forgetfulness, Teleport, Mass Slow, etc. as well as the most OP unit in the game, Genies. Yes, Genies is what I was thinking of. Genies do crap tons of damage, or they just do crap tons of rank 4 units, because that's what they do. That's just what they do. Meh, triple meh, double meh. I don't have many good things to just play, right? We could just Carlo the thing, whatever. Let's do it. What is your ranking of the Heroes games out of curiosity? Ranking, what am I ranking them based on? What is my favorite, or what is the best, or what is the most what? What am I ranking them on? Ooh, fallible targets, I like. I should get the Draco Turtle going. If the Draco Turtle is left alone, it's going to get quite a few points. I don't think I have last say though, so he could have some tall removal to answer it. Play something tall, please, so I have some use for the poison, or roll locked. I'd love that too. Ranking Heroes games out of curiosity. Well, you haven't answered my question. Let's go with the assumption that probably favorite, a game being, I was going to say favorite, yeah. A game being well made hardly matters for someone if it's not enjoyable to them. Very true. Favorite, again, there are two ways for me to look at it. The one I'm the most nostalgic for, the one I've played the most, is Heroes 3. I think though that the best, and one of my favorite ones up there, I think the best one, the one I enjoyed the most playing, was Heroes 6. brought a lot of things that I thought was... It did a lot of things that I thought were very good. Just, you know... the game was poorly implemented. And I think that's Ubisoft's fault. Ooh. Oh. I think I'm just going to poison the 8. You know the bad part about this hand? This guy is a 4-point card. Because I'm not gonna have any damage. Actually, well, maybe, I don't know. Ooh.
The stars contend you shall be victorious today.
He has poison countermeasures. There you go.
The wild
Poison did jack shit. Stunning Blow is about to do jack shit too. Yeah, so, well, okay, hold on, if I need to rate all of them. Heroes 6 and 3, very close 1 and 2s. Then what? Let's, I don't know, protect this. Then what? Alright, this is gonna give me some bloodthirst, so that this guy doesn't do no damage. Do you think the 3D visual style of the later games works well? I remember a trailer of what I think was Hero 7 and it looked impressive. It does look impressive. You're asking the wrong person though, because I don't care. Generally speaking. That is a good wild boar of the sea. Can't do anything about that. Let's try to... Let's just hit the back row there. This guy now deals 4 damage. What a champion. It does work very well, but I don't care. For people that do care, it's fantastic though. This guy has all the good cards. This guy deals 4 damage now, which means I can, you know, I don't know, kill that. There you go. I used to not care about visuals before realizing their importance in immersion. It can help. It can help. But even then, that's not the main factor, right? There are more important factors in immersion. But yes, it does help with that. I wouldn't say Heroes is the type, strategy games in general are not exactly the type of games you really get immersed. Maybe I'm wrong with that though. 6 was the best one? Okay.
Don't you worry yourself, Grace. We'll get it done.
I'm barely ahead of him. Well, he probably wins. Definitely wins. Oh well. He had better cards than I did. GG. Visuals are definitely not the only factor there, though. And gameplay is most important in this case, I think. For strategy games in general, it would be, yes. Again, when the game wasn't utterly broken, Heroes 6, I think, had the best gameplay. Heroes 3 is just the thing I played the most and loved when I was a child, so it gets up there in the list as well. Under that, I would say Heroes 4. So see, I still kind of agree. It's my number 3. It's in the top 3. It's definitely not either 2 or 1, but it's number 3 for sure. Then Heroes 7 and 5 I have issues with. They're about that rank. And then Heroes 2, I guess Heroes 2 could be on that. Heroes 2, 5, and 7 I have issues with, but so they're kind of in there in the meh. And then Heroes 1 I never played, so there you go. That's the ranking. It only took me like 20 minutes. I mean, I'm doing other things at the same time, but you know, yeah, only took me this many that much time. Alright. I seem to not be playing very well compared to yesterday, or I'm just not getting good attacks. I don't know. There's always a good excuse, but you know, we're not very successful today compared to yesterday. Not yesterday, last stream. I did play this yesterday a little bit. I mean, yeah. The playthrough we ended the last stream on was not going on today. I did play in between a little bit. I hope y'all don't mind. It's not like... Oh, he played it in melee. It's wonderful. My Alba pikemen get to do stuff. Heroes 5, I don't know if you played it. Heroes 5 was, in its gameplay, extremely, and I mean extremely similar to Heroes 3. Totally understandable. Interesting ranking. I might try to watch Heroes 3 or 6 if time permits. Yeah, Heroes 5 was, in its design, extremely, in its gameplay, extremely similar to Heroes 3, which makes it weird, in fact even suspect, that I like Heroes 3 and I don't like Heroes 5. There's a few reasons for my dislike of Heroes 5, but the idea, I think, when they did Heroes 5, because that was Ubisoft's first Heroes of Might and Magic game, and the idea, I think, was let's take the most successful of the series, which was 3. I know you like 4 more, but objectively 3 had more success, more acclaim. Do we play into that? The thing is, I have good cards, right? If I play into that, I play good cards into that. But he played shite cards. I want to keep going. I'll take the round, sure. What was I saying? Heroes 5. Heroes 5... I believe what happened is Ubisoft tried to resurrect the series. It took the game that was the most successful, that was Heroes 3, and then they went, okay, let's take that. The gameplay is basically the same. Let's make the gameplay basically the same, and then... Hold on, I need to play something. Let's play the priest. That never does anything anyway. That should work, right? Whoops, that doesn't work. I'm dumb sometimes. Ugh. I'm talking and then I'm not paying attention. Also makes me have more respect for Heroes 4 than Heroes 5. Trying new things versus imitating what works. Well, I don't blame Ubisoft for imitating what works, because they were, again, trying to resurrect a series that was dead for a long time. That was their best bet, to bring back the fan base, to resurrect the fan base before they could, you know, move on and do their own thing. And that's what they did, because Heroes 6... Well, the expansions of Heroes 5 is very much them experimenting with the formula, and then Heroes 6 is straight up completely different, kind of like what Heroes 4 did, so I don't blame them for doing that. I just don't like their version of Heroes 3, for reasons. That's just my opinion on there. I'm just gonna keep that hand, actually. Oh wait, I get to go first. I don't have a proactive play. Well, let's check. Right, so the strategy, again, I'm going to finish that sentence. The strategy was, let's take the gameplay that worked the best, keep it basically the same, give it a major graphics improvement and a new story. It's a completely new world. It's a Shan instead of whatever that was before.
You're good.
Wrathia and stuff. So that happened. The whole thing happened. That was alright. The problem is, once Heroes 6 was very successful with the fan base, I think, well, the impression it gives me, but that's just me. The impression it gives me is Ubisoft then started to get a little too greedy with it. They were successful in reviving the interest for the series, and it felt like they went into, let's just make as much money as we can while investing as little as we can into it. And what makes me say that is, well, Heroes 6 came out and it wasn't finished. They finished it a few months later. they even changed developers, because Ubisoft publishes it, gives the money, the resources, and then expects a product out of the dev company that does it, right? Oh my, do we keep triple poison? We shouldn't even have one. I think poison kills us. Right, so Hero 6 wasn't finished, they changed devs. The devs there did a great job, in my opinion. They fixed the game and then they made DLCs that were great. I thought they were great, personally. And those same devs did Hero 7. And I trust those devs. I don't know the previous devs. It was Black Hole Entertainment, I think, back then. I don't know them, and maybe it was their fault that Hero 6 was not finished by the deadline. But then you move on to Hero 7. Hero 7 is devved by developers that I know from Hero 6. I know them, and I know that they do a good job, right? They did a good job with Hero 6. And then the exact same thing happens. The game isn't finished when it comes out. We have a plan to play Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. That was a fun game. I don't think I'll let's play it. That was a fun game that I do actually own. It's one of the few Game Boy Advance games I own. Money isn't a respected reason among players, but it is necessary, so they have to balance staying safe and innovating for optimal effect. Isn't just that, though. They weren't given enough resources, be it time or money, to get the thing done, right? Both times I assume they just ran out of time. They're not investing enough either money or time to get a functioning game, so they invest as much as they're willing to go without a guaranteed profit from it, if you will. And then they fix it in post, especially if the game is successful, which is I mean, it's that success is unlikely because of what they did. I don't know. It's a long story, right? Let's try to poison that. I do understand that money is something to be respected. Like, the game companies are not going to invest into games if they don't make money, but it felt like Ubisoft was not putting enough into the project, because they did that twice, and if they can't figure out a way to get a game that works, I don't know why he locks that. I straight up don't know why he locks that. I'm gonna kill it with Carlo. Time is indeed important too. I have yet to come across a masterpiece that was rushed. Yeah, well, yeah. Well, oftentimes masterpieces had no pressure, right? Gonna give you a recent masterpiece, Undertale. Undertale was just a side project for somebody, like, for a while. There was no pressure, there was no expectation, it just came out of nowhere. What would be a more AAA masterpiece? Oh no, AAA doesn't really do masterpieces anymore. It just does stuff. I'm not very impressed with AAA. I don't know. The problem with time is that time is money, right? The longer, because it isn't just, oh, well, it's going to take longer. Well, it's going to take longer where you're paying actual salaries to get it done, right? You're paying people, and salaries are actually the biggest cost in any game development cycle. So, yeah, that's a thing. He probably should have killed that 4, because that 4 can grow and the other one can't. By the way, that was a mistake on our Mr. Opponent's part, but unlikely to really cost him. By the way, I haven't been playing this very fast because I have no way at all, you know, to trigger the actual armor effect, it's gonna be a 5. Bricks happen. I think we just straight up lose this game and this run.
Mashed potatoes with
2 damage. We're kind of missing a we're not actually. We're not missing a good Falibor because we can just play. We play the Falibor off of a 2, so we have a 3, 2, and 1 somewhere. All right, you know what? I'll take it. Value Falibor. The one problem with this is that Bork now kills Falibor. Would you do other play of Heroes 7? I did a whole video about whether or not I would play Heroes 7 again. The short answer is no, because protest. Right? They keep putting out unfinished products and fixing it in post. I don't like that, so I'm not gonna put my money into it. I like Heroes of Might and Magic, but I prefer to put my money into games that actually come out finished and, you know, fun. So to speak. Or in the film, the Lord of the Rings trilogy had a whole lot of pre-production time, and you can tell by its quality. Then the studio rushed The Hobbit to opposite effect. Don't know if you've watched them. I have watched every single one of those. I hated The Hobbit, yes. Especially the last movie. Like, or an 8 come out, would you wait to play it? If an 8 comes out, I don't know if one will. If an 8 comes out, I will play it if they did a good job with it. I'm not asking for much, but if it doesn't come out broken like both previous games, like if they actually make a good job of making a game and publishing an actual game instead of 3/4 of a game, then yes, I'm gonna play Heroes 8, because I'm not playing Heroes 7. I'm not buying DLCs or stuff because I refuse to support that bad game making. But if they do a good job, sure, I'll play it. Studios have very legitimate reasons to rush deadlines. Well, yeah, but you have to strike a balance between rushing and just putting out garbage, right? So this is why stuff like that's a weird one. Mr. Opponent is weird. That's all I have to say about it. Mr. Opponent is very weird. My Falibor is breaking my Bork. That's unfortunate. Pew. Yeah, the last Hobbit movie was the biggest casualty there. They didn't even finish the ending in time. It was only the extended edition. Yeah, but the Hobbit was bad for multiple reasons. It wasn't at all in the... I mean, you can do that, I guess. You successfully bricked my Madman Lugos. Congratulations. Well, did he... If I just use 1 ping, I have a 2 damage Madman Lugos. Which brings it to 2. Yeah, okay, you know what? I can actually use my leader here. Pew! Pew! Ha! Pew! I got the death blow. Nice. The last movie is not part of the book at all. I don't know if it was ever... I think The Hobbit is underrated, but it has a lot of meh or bad aspects. Pointless action scenes, for example. The entire last movie is a pointless action scene. That's what I was getting at. None of it is in the actual... Oh, he gave up. None of it is in the actual book. I don't know if it's in some side story somewhere, but I sure as hell doubt that it is, because it all looks like just an excuse to bring everything back for a big powwow at the end, which is just dumb. I don't know. A lot of it is just dumb. They brought Legolas back for the sake of having Legolas. It's not in the book. Maybe it's in the side stories, but it's not in the book. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know about The Hobbit. But, you know, the source material is lesser than the source material of Lord of the Rings as well. You gotta keep that in mind, too. Just... It was also a lesser source material than the actual series that was quite good. It's kind of like Harry Potter in a sense. Harry Potter was a much longer series, but it felt comfortable, and it feels comfortable to just, you know, give us more of it in a way. But it's not always good. Like, once they were done with the 7 books, the only source material was this random, like, creatures manual thing that does exist. I have, or had, I don't know if I still have it, a copy of the mysterious creatures. Makes sense to upscale the battle if the Bukas, the narrative, pass out, but not if the battle is bad. They did such a great job with Helm's Deep and Pillar Fields that it's sad to see. The battle was bad, but it also never happened in the book, is my point. They pulled the battle out for the sake of having a big powwow at the end. That's what I meant by, you know, the entire last movie's pointless action scene. That's not how it happens. Like, the dragon comes out, it gets shot, and dies immediately. It's the end. Good job. Let's go back home. We won't. It's dumb, but, you know, it's there. The book ends literally at the end of the second, like, okay, 10 minutes after the end of the second movie. It's dumb. I think it wasn't the book, but it was like 5 pages. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, the dragon comes out, gets shot in the chest, the end. Because it was missing a scale. That's just the end. We're done. Over. This whole 5 armies coming over for the, as I said, big powwow is just never happens. Milking that money. Yes, and yeah. Somewhat, yes. Do you know what? I still don't have a proactive play. I'm forced to be a proactive, though. Just play in melee, alright? Mr. Opponent, just play in melee. Milking that money, yeah. Maybe. I don't know. So, is milking... Oh, wow. That's an interesting play. That is a very interesting play. I'm just gonna move that. Fantastic Beasts movies have merit too, but without the detail and intricate source material of Harry Potter, it feels rather dry. The first one was alright, but I didn't even watch the second one with everything that I heard about it. It was kind of... I don't know. I don't know. I can't talk very effectively about the Fantastic Beasts because I only saw the first one. The first one was an honest attempt, I think, to just have something happen in the Harry Potter universe. I think one problem you can have with that too, with the whole things happening in the Harry Potter universe, I think that's worth, even though my Draco Turtle gets sad. The second one was all over the place. That's kind of what I heard, yes. Probably worse than the third Hobbit even. That's kind of what I heard. And you had stuff like, you know, they make the Muggle forget at the end, but then it doesn't matter because, I don't know, they need to do a sequel or something. It's dumb in a lot of ways to do something like that. Do I just keep playing? I'm out of trash cards, right? He played some really good cards, but I'm out of trash cards. How much do I want to commit here? I hate being proactive. Let's just try to win. I was gonna do a comparison Star Wars. So Disney has started trying to do side stories, trying to do stories that happen in the Star Wars universe that aren't exactly tied to the main story, right? Well, Rogue One was maybe an example, but it's very tied to the main story. But you have like Han Solo, what was it called? Solo Star Wars story, something like that. You have the trilogy on Obi-Wan Kenobi, which is supposed to happen at some point. Do I just keep playing into that? He's very close. He's keeping up. I don't know. I think I'm gonna pass. Yeah, the love of JK is in that one. All stakes to the I mean, that happens. That happens to the best unplanned sequels. My point, though, was I thought the first one was an honest attempt to make a story inside a universe that everybody thought was interesting, to some extent, right? So Star Wars is a universe in and of itself that was created. It houses the Star Wars trilogies, which is its main purpose, but there are a lot of side stories that are written, and Disney has started to try to make, well, series with The Mandalorian to great success, and movies into that universe that aren't necessarily the main story which the universe was created to support, right? So that's an interesting endeavor. Solo, a Star Wars movie, was, in my opinion, a good movie, but people weren't interested because it wasn't the main story or something, which I thought was... You're kind of fighting against that mentality as well, which, I don't know. Again, first movie was... haven't watched Star Wars yet, but I've heard the trilogies got progressively worse. Debatable. Very debatable. Depends. It's... there's stuff to like and not like. I'd say in each trilogies there's stuff to like and not like. And then if we, you know what, the best parallel I would say is like Heroes 4. Well, it's not the best parallel, but you know how you like Heroes 4, but it's so different that from Heroes 3 that everybody hates it. But you didn't have the benefit of having seen Heroes 3 or having played Heroes 3 before, so you started with Heroes 4 and you appreciated it for what it was. There's a little bit of the same thing with the Star Wars trilogies, right? So the big fans of Star Wars, when they heard the first trilogy, when they heard, oh, they're gonna make another trilogy, the prequels, yeah, they wanted more of the same, but it was different and they didn't like that. Now, I will say a lot of critics are quite deserved for the original trilogy, but there's a lot of critics for the... there's a lot of possible critics for both trilogies, right? So the original trilogy has shite graphics. It hasn't aged well, I would say. Just go back and watch the fight between Obi-Wan and Darth Vader. It's completely dumb. There's some stuff that's good about it, but there's a lot of stuff that's good about it. There's some possible critics about it, and then the prequels, a lot of the critics are quite warranted, but some of it is good too. It tells a very important story. So I don't know if you know that, but do you know how the Roman Republic became an empire? How democracy died? It died exactly how it died in the prequels of Star Wars. I forgot what round we're in. Whoops. It's okay, I used my my thing. What do I want to use here, Milton? What was I saying? It tells a very interesting story from a politics standpoint, but of course that's politics is not something that's going to interest everybody. But the way the dark side wins and straight up kills democracy is exactly how it happened in, well, to some details, exactly how it happened in our history in Rome. And as a person that knows that and that looks at it, it's like that finds that very interesting. It's the sort of yeah, that mentality isn't. Wait, that's an old comment, is it? Well, okay. To your comment that a story doesn't have to be the first story in a universe to be worth considering. There's one mentality that has some merit and that says like, is this the most interesting thing that is happening here? And if it isn't, why aren't you telling me that story? Generally, the answer is going to be because I already told you, and that's why I'm down to this. But at this point, interest is going to wane because it's not as interesting as the other thing. Just go back and watch the other thing, right? I don't know. But yeah, there's some merit to the prequels. They tell a very important, very interesting story. How the good guys lose, despite their best efforts. It's not something that interests everybody, though. Also, it's told in... yeah. The second movie has half of a good movie and half of the... horrible movie. The first movie had its issues too. Jar Jar Binks. Jar Jar Binks is made for children, and it does work for children. But you're not a child, I don't think. So you're not gonna like Jar Jar Binks. So, you know... There are some things that are going to be valid and some that aren't. That's just the way it goes. I am practically not paying attention to the game, so I'm probably going to lose. I don't even remember the start of this game. I've been having an interesting conversation. That means I haven't been paying attention at all. You know, I've not. Yeah, I just gave him a big old great swords. Because I have a priest eating my catacon. Makes sense too. Of course, if the less interesting story is told first, then writer comes up with a more interesting one, you kind of avoid that question. You do? But generally the writers are good at... Right, so... that can lead to all sorts of problems, right? Because... if the writer... so if you want to keep telling stories in the same universe, you have to up the ante every single goddamn time, right? If you want to respect that rule of you have to be telling the most interesting part of the story. And that's the Dragon Ball Z... the Dragon Ball Z, I'd say, complex. Like, they are always fighting the biggest, most atrocious thing that has or will ever exist, right? Because you have to up the ante every single goddamn time. That's just how it works. You know what? He just gave us a good madman, because we can kill the Herald now. Thanks to the veteran. I'll take that. Alright. So you have that, or you need to up the ante every single time, or you don't up the ante, but then are people just not going to be interested because it's not as interesting as the first thing you said? Isn't that great about live streams, getting engulfed in conversation until we forget to pay attention to the game at points? Well, yes, I'm having a lot of fun streaming right now, and last time too, and both times it's because I was, you know, chatting with a couple people like you guys. I really love that. He just killed a whole bunch of stuff, including my catacomb. That sucks. Is this thing Berserk 2? It's Berserk 2. Huh. I have a dumb Falibor. Let's do it. Nah, that's not. Because I can ping this twice, and then I have a Falibor like 3, 2, 1, but this is not a good idea for starters. And then how do I not break my leader? It's just a dumb idea. Let's just poison this thing. And then if we're gonna finish with the Star Wars trilogies, because there's a third one now, the third one suffered a lot from inconsistency. So the first one was extremely successful, but they kind of applied the same strategy that Ubisoft did for Heroes 5, which is take what was the most successful and make kind of the same thing, but with upgraded graphics and stuff. So they did something that looked a lot like the original series. That was the first movie. And then they tried to veer into a completely different direction, right? That turned off like half the people. Oh no, he has countermeasures. He has countermeasures. Oh no. What do we do? What do we do? I don't know. Oh, I'm gonna play this here for sure. Beyond that, I don't really know. This is gonna save us a point on the priest. What was I saying? Right, so the first one of the trilogy applies the strategy to be a successful necroing of an old series. You just take what was the most successful and do an update on it. The second movie tries to go in a different direction. A lot of fans hate it because it's not what they want out of their series, and a lot of the people appreciate the fact that it is something new and that some aspects of it are interesting. At least some of it is interesting. I liked the movie. I thought it was pretty alright for what it was. Ooh, fireball targets. Well, I don't have to try to set those up anymore. That's funny. Right? But then Disney gets scared. Because, oh no, people don't like our thing. Let's try to bring it back. So, what happened is a lot of what the first movie sets up gets undone by the second movie, who tries to set up its own stuff. But then the second movie, because it is so, the reception is so mitigated, they pull back, and then a lot of what the second movie in the trilogy does gets undone in the final movie, because they want to pull back and go back to what was successful. But the final movie is such a train wreck. Have you watched all of the Harry Potter movies, by the way? Look at this guy trying to talk to us. I have watched, well, all except the one Fantastic Beasts, Grindelwald, the Crimes of Grindelwald, or whatever. But yeah, I've watched every single other one. I thought they were alright. And then I watched the Dom's review of the movies, and a lot of what he pointed out was fair, I thought. So, I don't know. I liked them back when I saw them, but I do see more flaws now than I did before because of the Dom. The Dom being Dominic Noble. It's a channel on YouTube. It's a channel that focuses more on books, but he does a lot of reviewing at movie adaptations of books, right? Where he just goes in and goes like, okay, this is what I thought. He does a review of the book, and then he does a review of them as a book. He does a review of the movie as a movie, and then he evaluates how much the movie changed from the book, what they kept, what they changed, what they left out, and then he just kind of reviews it as an adaptation. Right? So that's interesting. I'm talking a lot here. I'm gonna have to end it. It's about the same time as I ended it. Oh, I was creating stuff apparently. I think my leader was creating stuff. What was I creating? I don't know. I'm getting stuff. I also got kegs. Let's open kegs. Why not? I'm gonna have to end it though. I still work and have to do stuff in the day, so I can't, like you crazy Europeans, go to bed at 4 a.m. So I want to end the stream, wind down, and try to go to bed. Although yesterday I tried to go to bed at a reasonable time, and all that happened... Ooh, a premium. All that happened is I didn't manage to fall asleep until, like, 3 or 4 a.m. I forget. It would not work. That's just bad, but gotta try to sleep. The fact that I didn't sleep last night... Alright, it was fun. Hopefully I'll catch another of your streams soon. Well, hopefully. It was nice talking. Unfortunately, I cannot tell you when it's gonna be. That doesn't help with catching the stream when I can't, you know, broadcast, hey, I'm gonna stream now. My schedule is too much of a thing. Of an unstable thing for me to really predict accurately when I stream. But I'm hoping I get to stream more often, honestly. It's just fun. Anyway, gonna end it here. Have a good night, folks.